going live, and we are back.
So there I was, and that's Steve up and Bobby.
Damn it,
He turns
Bobby.
around and he's like, "Hey, do you want to cuddle?"
Quit telling all our stories, Prevel. Chill.
Yeah, let's get her.
Hey, Rick broke the chat, guys. I gave him the link, and he broke it. Here's that link, though. I'm going to post it out here in the regular link.
I don't think you'll be able to.
Oh, yeah, it won't let me.
I don't think I like these Magpul AK stocks very well.
What happened to Misfit? How much would it run to get into reloading, and what would you recommend? I don't have anything. Just a ballpark. It can wait till you go live. We should be live.
That's a loaded question.
I know. There's 100 different answers. You can go single stage press. All right. Well, let's ask.
Have you ever reloaded?
What do you want to reload?
And what's your skill level? Have you ever done it before or not?
Bedtime for Bunzel.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna have to go get something to eat. I'm crashing out.
You're usually up really late, anyways. If you're not eating
ice. I'm like jonesing for an iced tea right now.
Yeah, it's funny to not see you with one, Rick.
I know.
Another thing is, did you quit smoking?
I drank water today. No, I'm not a quitter, Bobby.
I'm not a quitter.
I need to before I die.
Yeah, you do. Dude, the hardest thing, I was telling Prevel, the hardest thing I ever quit doing was quit dipping. Have you ever reloaded before, though?
We're waiting for Brian to answer that question.
Yeah, he says
9mm and 22. Just
why the fuck am I not getting this crap? This is pissing me off.
Brian, have you ever reloaded at all, or do you know nothing about it?
You have to wait for 45 seconds before he answers.
Yeah, it's so slow. Because that, like, no shit will totally change the answer. Prevel, you don't reload anymore. You don't reload, do you? At all,
nope.
Right? Yeah, I tried to get you to reload. I gotta send you
that
stuff.
The guy I used to reload with in prison right now. So.
Yeah, I know you were kind of telling me. Hey, dude, are you gonna come to the shoot this year or no?
No, I got some stuff going on, and hopefully I'll be able to next year.
Cobra, you're coming, right? You're gonna make it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know I'll be there. You're buying my ticket there, right, Bobby?
No, but I'll definitely help you. Seriously, I've told you that before. I can.
You live in Wyoming? Oh, probably shouldn't say that. Never mind.
Yeah, no, I live in Wyoming. Yeah, Bobby, just you PayPal me $2,000 and we should be good.
You want me to go put it in the bank right now? You think they'll let me at 2 in the morning?
Make sure you unhook your IV and shit so you don't.
I don't have an IV.
Cobra, I'll just go ahead and send a private plane out for you.
Yeah, I was supposed to say I'm gonna get Rob to just pay for it. He's got it.
Yeah, Carlos has 11,000 subs, so you know he's got a jet.
Shit, Rick makes more money. Rick makes more money than I do taking a shit than I make in my whole career.
Yeah, I'd rather drive to a thing like that cross country. That way, you know, you can actually not deal with trying to transport your firearms or whatever.
Yeah,
on an aircraft.
Seriously though, what do you think it would cost gas wise?
I have no idea.
God, I would
Wyoming, you're already halfway there.
Yeah, I'm like right in the middle of the country.
Well, dude, how far is that from?
You're closer than I am right now.
How far is that from Chicago? Dude, man drove here from Chicago.
Fuck Chicago.
Tom
drove here from Chicago just to be here for that day.
No, he's farther. Cobra's farther away.
I had to Google Wyoming to see where the fuck it was at.
I was gonna say I know it's in the flyover states, but
he's probably got like 2,600 miles or so.
Damn, that's right above Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
above Colorado.
Brian says single stage and Brian says he's never reloaded. So he wants to reload 9mm and 223. Well, in my opinion, Brian, start off with a single stage press. Get a Lee, just a cheap single stage press, and get 9mm to start off with because it's the easiest cartridge to do. And learn how to load that first. And that you can do that for as little as $100 if you buy everything online, from used equipment and stuff. But honestly, for a couple $150, you can pretty much buy all of that brand new, all from Lee, and have no problems, in my opinion.
Forget that.
How much money do you want to spend?
Go Dylan. Go Dylan Precision, or just stop.
That's right.
If you want to go balls to the wall, then get your progressive. And
I'm always balls out.
Brian, if you didn't want to reload 223 and do it single stage wise, and just wanted to learn how to load, but be able to actually load semi-progressive, I'd go with the Dillon Square B, Deal Square B for 9mm. You can do, I don't know what other guns you have, but then you can learn how to do pistols, and pistols are way easier than doing 223. There's a lot more stages and trimming and neck stuff. It's not that it's not doable, but yeah, go on Dillon Precision, and you could probably buy a Dillon Square B and all the stuff you need for under $500.
Oh yeah, if you got that kind of money, a Square B is the way to go. I agree wholeheartedly.
Because I think they're like $310 or $350 or something, and then you're going to need a scale, a powder scale.
They come with a set of gauges. They come with a set of dies with the Square B, right? One set.
Well, they'll set it up for him. If he only shoots 9mm, he'll tell him 9mm, and they'll have it all perfect for you. But you'll need a scale because depending on what you're running for grains and what type of powder and stuff, you'll need to know that.
I love my Dillon digital scale. I got one of those. That thing's bomb.
Oh, of course you got one.
And
now,
case check.
Check out those of you out there interested in Dillon stuff. Check out a website, BrianEnos.com.
That's
Brian Enos. And this dude, and the website looks a little old school, but he works with Dillon and all that stuff. He was a pro shooter and all that. But even if you don't buy through his site, which I did, and it was a good deal, but he has the different packages, and he can actually help you set up what you would need for whatever specific caliber and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool site to check out, at least.
If I had the money, I would own a Square B in a heartbeat. But I don't, so I have to do everything on a single stage.
Yeah, I'm going to a 650 probably next month.
Nice. I'm still rocking my 550. But
see, and I was thinking the 550, but I don't like how you have to move the shell over. Fuck that shit.
Right.
There's less to go wrong.
No.
But
the reason why I bought the 550 back in the day because I was one of those guys that used to watch Hickok 45 all the time, and when he finally showed his gun room, he had a 550B that he had been using for like 30 plus years or whatever it was, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go with that. That's what I started with, and that's what I still have.
Yeah, I started with single stage, but that was my granddad teaching me how. But dude, I literally have reloaded over 1,000 rounds in one day in 9mm on a single stage press Lee. No problem. Hey, I do it all the time.
Do you sell shot, Bobby?
I'll give it to you.
Well,
birdshot, you mean, or buckshot?
I want to buy birdshot, like 7.5.
No, I don't. I can't. It's a pain in the ass to make.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
You got to melt it, and then got to drain.
It's fucking expensive to buy, though.
Yeah, it's. I can reload buckshot cheaper than I can birdshot because I can cast the pellets for buckshot.
Now, do you have any 9mm?
Yeah, that's. I brought you. Didn't I bring you a whole shit? Oh, that's right. You weren't freaking there at the shoot.
No.
I make 9mm projectiles.
Because I got 2 conversion barrels for my Glocks, and I'm gonna shoot lead.
That's all Rob shoots. You remember when we were at the shoot? You know, Rob bought 5,000 projectiles from me at one time, and that's all Rob shoots is my hard cast.
Are they fitted though, or do I have to re-swedge them?
No, they're done. You just load them. They're finished. They're ready to go. They're lubed. Actually, I'm switching over to powder coating. I'm going back to powder coating now that TR showed me that trick of using the.
I know, but are you gonna refit them, size them?
They're already done. Yeah, they're finished, complete. When they get to you, all you got to do is put them in your case and load them.
All right, well, I'll order some from you to try out.
I'll just give them to you, dude. Your family.
I'll pay for them, man. The
I just want a fucking set of headsets that work worth of shit.
I know I got a set for you.
I trade.
Okay.
Trade set. When we were at the shoot last time, and your video was actually the one that made me think. When we were there at Rob's shoot, the mosquitoes were like crazy bad, and I was using regular earplugs with the cords, and it was the DEET or whatever in the bug spray was melting the cord.
Oh, I remember that.
It was the one that you weren't for there. It was horrible. I've never seen, but I would like a set of those.
You can't put DEET on anything plastic because it melts it.
Dude, it was crazy. It was. The mosquitoes were so bad you could probably see them in our videos. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, another thing, Brian, is like ZPD Survival said. Basically, anytime you go anywhere, just grab the brass, whether you're using it or not. You know, if you find a bunch of 40 and you only shoot 9, take it anyways, because you can swap with someone that has a bunch of 9. Like I have a shit ton of 9s, but I have quite a bit of 40 now too. But it's worth trading out because. Especially like the guys that do like 38 special and all that stuff, you come across a few of those at a time, and before you know it, you have a bag of 100. Someone will trade you for whatever.
Dude, I was able, like Rick's saying, I sold, and I have another one. I had a whole 1 gallon Ziploc bag of 38 special that I deprimed and resized, and then cleaned with the stainless steel and did all that, and I sold that whole bag for $75, and the guy was ecstatic to buy that. I took that money, bought a thing of primers, a thing of powder, and I was able to load 1,000 because it's 1,000 primers. So I was able to load 1,000 9mm and have powder left over and all that. That's how I actually cover my cost of reloading and shooting is trading. Doing that part.
Yeah, I'm stack brass. Stack all the brass you can. Pick it all up if you can. If your range lets you pick it up, pick it up.
Oh yeah. After those IDPA shoots, if no one's like grabbing shit, I'll sweep a big old buckets where not a bucket, but I'll sweep that many. It's about 17 people shooting.
I got one of those Dylan separators. You know what I'm talking about? It's like it's got it separates the brass from. It's a yellow, blue, and black, and that thing's the bomb, dude.
Yeah, that helps a lot. I wish I had one of those. I don't have one of those.
I think I got an extra one. If I remember, I'll bring it to the shoot and give it to you. I think I got an extra set somewhere around here.
You do?
They're worth their weight in gold. Of course, the hijackers, the ones the 380 and the 9mm and the 40 will go into each other. Those will still happen, but it'll get rid of 99% of that junk, like the 22 and all that crap. And of course that what is that weird caliber that I'm sorry guys, I just got pain medicine a few minutes ago. I'm a little bit dizzy. No,
don't be doing what you did last time.
I want to use your first name, dude. But
9x18.
No, No. It's that one always gets. You got to pay attention to that. But you can tell by when you put it in your press, it's too short compared to a regular 9x19. No, damn it, hold on.
380.
9x21.
Yeah, 380.
No. Real. What's that gun that
308.
Eric's got that. He put the cables in, acting like it was a toy gun. It's plastic.
TZ or whatever, 9 whatever TZ.
No, the one it's a 22 caliber gun. It's like
and a 9mm
rifle.
Oh, the FN57.
That's it. The FN57. That's the only thing that really.
That was a long trip to that.
Dude, I'm sorry. I just got morphine. I'm pretty. But anyway, when you put it in the shaker thing, that'll go through and it'll get down in the bottom. And it jams up the whole thing, so you gotta kind of pay attention. But that brass alone is worth its weight in gold. I got 1,000 pieces of that brass, and I sold it for $400. But I also sold a bunch of other shit. But mainly the reason the guy bought that brass from me is because he said you can't even get your hands on it.
I
I
need
sold
some
it.
reload
You know that-
5.7.
You
You
sold
know that
5
guy, Elite
ammunition.
Yeah, Elite Ammunition. He's the one that bought the brass for a good bit of money. He
So-
gave me. He was like, "I'll give you credits." He said because he said basically what they do is for every 10 pieces of that brass, he would basically give you a loaded round. But I don't have one of those 5.7s. I've never even shot one. In fact,
It doesn't make any sense to me.
why?
I had the AR 5.7, which is the AR platform that shoots 5.7. It still takes the P90 mag,
Yeah.
and it would just fuck that brass up because it shot it out of the mag well. And when it ejected it, it would smack into the mag well and just dent all the pieces.
And that's the funny part, Prevail. That's what he said. He said, depending on what guns it's been shot out of, if it's been shot out of the one that has the mag that the ammo falls out the front of it, the
so
rifle,
it's all messed up. Yeah.
it's fine. He said if it goes through and it falls out the front of the gun, the one that the mag goes on top. I get it from the local gun range, and they rent those guns, and they only let you shoot their rented guns.
Like the P90.
Yeah, the P90. That's it. The one that looks like that spaceship gun, and it's got the mag that goes on top.
It's a Stargate gun.
Rack.
Yeah, and you know how it goes on top, but the brass falls out the front, but it doesn't screw up the brass.
That's a chupacabra killer.
Point is just like these guys are saying, Brian, collect all the brass because you always can sell it. Even if you don't even reload, just collect it.
That's what I do. I have tons of caliber, stuff that I don't reload currently. I might in the future, or I might trade or whatever.
Even like 20. I remember when prices were real crazy on metal. Of course, it went down now, but we were getting for a 5-gallon bucket of just 22 brass, just shot 22 brass. I was getting like $70 per 5-gallon bucket full of it.
I don't even reload, and I got tons of brass. But I'm a hoarder.
Prevail made me clean up made a video because one day I realized, holy shit, he made a video called am I prepping or hoarding or something like that, and it made me think, and then I ended up with a whole truckload of shit I was throwing out.
Hoarder.
I got a buddy that, man, he don't fuck around. He goes big time on everything. You might have saw that video where we're mixing with a cement mixer ammo.
Yeah. And
he's getting what's a 1020? What's that? The biggest Dillon they make, the 1050?
1050, yeah, it's 1050. That's the one that can do 308 brass and all that, right? The high power rifle.
2 of those, and he's gonna run them automatic.
That's badass.
Wow. Yeah. When you have a 55-gallon bucket, jug, whatever you want to call it, and that thing's full of 223, that is a fuck ton of ammunition.
Well, a lot of people don't know this, but that's how I made a living for almost 3 years, was just selling brass. When all that shit happened in Sandy Hook, I was selling 223 brass, 1,000 pieces for $70.
I sold my KSG shotgun right before Sandy Hook happened, and I got like, I don't know, it was like $1,900 out of it, which was, a good markup. But then like 2 days later, Sandy Hook happened, and then like a week after that, they were going for like $3,800. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I wasn't gouging people. I was just selling it on Facebook. On the reloading forums. There's tons and tons of reloading forums. I was just selling it there, $70 per 1,000 pieces, and people. I bought one of those Dillon Super Swage 500s or whatever they're called, and swaged all the brass and cleaned it, and that's why I got a concrete mixer. I got one of the big red concrete mixers from Harbor Freight, and got 5 pounds of that stainless steel media, and started washing.
So you don't even need the steel media anymore.
No, but I like to get the primer pockets super clean. But the steel media is what beats up the brass. That's where it gets all the like. You ever notice like if you just wash it and then you put the steel media in after that, it gives it that like kind of rough texture.
I
But
just
it
don't
cleans
like
the primer
looking
pockets
with
awesome.
those stupid metal things.
Oh, but dude, all I do is I got one of those big Dylan spreader things. No, it's not Dylan. It's RCBS. But you put the brass in there and then you put the lid on it and you spin it around really fast and it flies out. And there's no problem.
Yeah, but when it's wet, it doesn't want to leave.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It does get sticky, and that stuff's expensive. For 5 pounds, it was like $70 or $80.
Yeah.
But man, have you seen the primer pockets? How clean they come?
Yeah, but
I mean, how much does that matter?
it does.
Well, depending on what you're loading, sometimes it matters a lot. 223 is a pain in the ass if the primer pockets are dirty. The primers want to get pinched in there, but I'm probably the most anal reloader you've ever met on the face of this earth.
Yeah. Well, just so you know, y'all, Zeus is back in the chat room, so be careful.
I thought we lost him.
Why does Zeus never join the chat?
He's like, y'all thought you could get rid of me.
I see that. Zeus, how come you never get in the actual chats? And how do you always win all the contests? I just want to know.
Who, Zeus? Has he been winning lately?
Zeus
What's
is
he
a
won?
contest killer. Well, like right around Christmas time, when they used Zeus that won like 3 or 4 contests in a row, it was awesome.
Yeah, I won the real Cobra Burnout one. That's all that mattered.
That's the only one that matters.
Yeah, whatever. He cheats.
Boom.
Boom.
Who cheats?
You. I tried to pay you off to win that contest, and you wouldn't even take it.
I got me a snake on my reloader now. Got my Cobra.
You know, I made that comment in that video, Cobra, and about, hey, didn't you get my money to pay you off for the winning or something like that? And I got like 3 thumbs downs on that. I was like, come on, are you fucking serious? I can't believe people are.
Anytime you do a giveaway nowadays, people thumbs down your vid. I mean, you can't even give stuff away without people thumbs down, and even the initial giveaway vid. But I have, a string of, trolls. They're like, sometimes my trolls are they watch more of my vids than the regular subscribers.
I'm really good about watching the videos. I'm not the greatest about commenting all the time.
Yeah, you suck.
I know, but I know it's true.
I mean, what else are you doing in that hospital? You should be on my channel going. I mean, I only have 640 vids probably.
I know.
Could start from day one. You can see the progression of the real Cobra Burnout.
That's right.
And make sure you thumbs up every damn vid.
Actually, you know what?
Share everyone too.
Yeah. You know what I did?
There's some terrible stuff back there.
Yeah. You know what I do for like people like that guy Mike that I've been trying to help get a well? I went to his channel. Mike is a vet that he's living in campers and all this shit and has no well. And anyways, he's a nice guy, so I was trying to help him out. And I went over to his channel and I just hit play on his playlist and just let him play. But he only has like 8 or 9 videos. But I do that from time to time for like when we were going out of town and Eric was trying to collect money for that shoot or whatever. I went over and I just hit play on one of his playlists and let my thing just play all the videos because he still gets a view for them. Doesn't mean I have to sit there and watch them. You know what I mean?
Nice.
I've done that with several videos for people.
That's probably how I lost my first subscription.
I got in trouble one time with YouTube. They said that I was clicking my own ads. I was like, whatever. Don't screw yourself.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, just set up a long playlist and click that shit and go to the store.
Yeah, see, I knew it was Zeus that was winning all that shit. It was cool. It was hooking it up.
Yeah, he won a bunch of shit.
Yeah. No, it was just
when
awesome.
Rick wins stuff, he doesn't even claim it.
I know. I want that thing, but I need it set up for a ELS holster.
Actually, I'm gonna pay forward that he doesn't know it yet, but that TR's quest thing. I'm gonna pay it forward to TR because he wants the steel, and he's hard to find something for. So.
What are you needing, Rick?
I need, you know, like a 3-gun rig where you'll see. You showed the picture to it. That's exactly what I need. I need it for basically just 4 inches of the top of the like a PMag, where it hangs out, on a race belt.
Yeah.
But I need it to have I need to put 2 screws in it and then just clip it to one of my clips.
Glad that made sense to you guys.
And it has I don't need like a belt thing. I just need like where it's dimpled in, where I can run 2 screws where the mags won't grab it. But I don't know what the dimension is of what the 2 screws need to be. You know what I'm talking about?
You shoot Glocks, don't you?
Yeah.
I'll send you a Glock mag holder. It's a lot easier.
Okay. Or you don't got to do shit. I just saw your shout out for me. Thanks.
I'm trying to think how I could get the AR to mag to run like that.
Well, the one you showed me it looked right. I just don't need the belt part.
The belt loop.
Yeah, I just need 2 dimples in it where I could put screws.
Just send me how far apart they are, and I'll try to work something out on it.
Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just so when you slide it in,
just
it's
screw
not
it into like
screws.
a easy clip or something, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Prevail, did you ever look up those? Oh, sorry, Rick.
What the hell, Bobby? Bobby, settle down.
I'm sorry.
Damn it, Bobby.
All right, Bobby, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna ask Prevail, did you ever look up those the holster clips that I was telling you about? Ulti clip?
Yeah.
Those things are fucking awesome. It's the best thing I've ever had for my clip. I don't ever use a belt anymore. I just use that. And you're not gonna get that thing loose.
I try not to use
What's that, Rick?
I try not to use a belt.
I showed you. I might have showed those ulti clips. Once it's like this latching thing, and once you latch it onto your belt, onto your pants, you could not physically get it off. You have to pull the little lever up for it to unclip. And the coolest thing about those things is obviously I love it. I've been using it for 1.5 years, 2 years, something like that. But when I bought it, it came in a little tiny box. It was $15. It showed up, and then it said, hey, if you post a picture of shooting these targets on your Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, you take a chance of winning a $100 coupon to an Amazon gift card. I was like, cool. So I did a little picture and I put it on my Facebook, and I freaking won a $100 gift card on Amazon. I turned around and bought actually solar stuff for my solar stuff from. So that thing basically paid itself off. But it's honestly, that has nothing to do with it. They are one of the coolest physical connectors. If you don't like wearing a belt, it's 100% the way to go. And he's like a Christian dude, and he you just look it up on YouTube. He's a really cool guy. I'll look at that. Ulti clip. I'm surprised they haven't.
I got a big test
Yeah.
out there. What the hell's going on over here?
Hey, just real fast, I noticed you're talking about the walnut media. If you don't want to spend a bunch of money on that stuff, I always just go to the pet store and I buy that. It's called Zilla media or something. It's the stuff for animals, and it's just walnut media, but it's really cheap.
Or you can go to Texas Roadhouse and just pick up a bunch of peanut holes.
That would not work.
It'd work. It just wouldn't work that great.
They probably let you sweep them up for free.
Hey, if you get dog food, you throw dog food in there, it'll oil the like case lube everything. for 223 with all that oil and that thing.
That's
They
funny.
opened up
That's actually fun.
what they call a Reno's Roadhouse, which is like Texas Roadhouse. We have one of those in my town, and when it first opened up, me and a bunch of my buddies went down. We were sitting there, and one of our buddies, Nick, he looked almost albino. Like I look over, I'm like, dude, are you okay? He's like, man, something's wrong. His eyes were swollen shut. I was like, do you have a peanut allergy? And he's like, yeah, a bad one.
You better eat outside then.
I was like, dude, you're gonna go on anaphylaxis. His eyes were like almost swollen shut.
Yeah, where's your EpiPen at, buddy?
Where's your pen? Yeah, I was gonna say.
They're too expensive.
Those bitches they're like $300 now or something like that.
You just have to have your doctor to write you for an auto injection, not epi.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, CVS, I think you can get 2 of them for like $59. They're not epi brand, they're auto injection brand or something like that.
Yeah, that's the one that walks you through it. Is that the talking one?
That is just a CVS brand one.
Talking one.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I was
It yells
there was
at
a
you
news
like,
article. Sorry, I was going to say there was a news article the other day that I was reading that was talking about. I guess there was a study done on the peanut allergy and how kids nowadays, because I guess the modern thinking was don't expose your children. I can't remember the age, like from birth to whatever age it was, to peanuts, and how there's some correlation to them actually developing the peanut allergy because they weren't exposed to peanuts early enough to develop the immunity to it.
Really?
Nick was the only person I ever knew growing up that had a peanut allergy.
Yeah,
and
it's more common.
He was like an albino kid.
Oh yeah.
Now everybody has peanut allergies.
Yeah, it's more common nowadays. It's crazy, and I think there's like another. I think in the article there was some other thing they had developed, whatever doctor it was, a peanut type substitute that you could introduce to your, young child earlier that, would help them adjust.
Now they're doing. They
They
build up immunity to them. Like
I know. Just go back to sleep.
my cousin has a peanut allergy,
sorry.
and they take his son to a specialist, and they give him like a little bit of peanut and monitor him like each day, and they just build up his immunity to it.
Yeah.
Like, take this home and do a bump a night of it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what.
Yeah, that's when I was growing up. We didn't never see that neither, dude.
It was more rare.
Yeah.
I think we were just exposed to it earlier.
Those dogs that you babysit, they don't have peanut allergies, do they?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. So you give them peanut butter.
That's funny. Have you ever done it to a dog?
Funniest thing ever. Out in the chat room, ZPD Survival is saying, look at earlier injections compared to what we had, and that's true. Like even the injections for the immunizations, they're coming earlier and earlier.
Yeah.
For kids nowadays.
I think when you're 20, by the time you're 21, you'll have 70-some injections. If you follow the CDC schedule, when I was born in '84, there was like 8.
Yeah.
Now there's how many?
Yeah, I was born in '78.
I think you have 70-some injections by the time you're 21. If you
I was born in
the
'78, and I think there was like 6 or 8 per mil.
Like I had a kid 3 years ago, and I was scared to death about. And people are like, "You better get your kid vaccinated, or else it's putting everybody at risk." And I was like, "Well, if the vaccines work, then how is it putting everybody else at
Yeah, exactly. If your kid's vaccinated, how is my kid that's not? Yeah, exactly.
And then I would argue with them because I told at the hospital, as soon as you get out, as soon as you have a kid, they immediately give them a Hep B vax, and I was like, I don't want that. And the doctor's, well, you have to do it. I was like, no, you don't have to do it. He's like, well, we really recommend it. Yeah, you do. Of course you do. And I said, what's the adverse reactions on these? And he goes, it's minimal. I said, yeah, but what's minimal? He's like, I would have to go look it up. I was like, I mean,
seizures for fucking next 50 years.
and
It's all
we
terrible
bought
stuff.
this
They
book,
actually-
the vaccination book, and I read through it, and I actually went on the CD's website and looked up. I mean, on some of them, it's like 1 in 3,500 kids have cerebral seizures because of it. I mean, that's a side effect to it.
They think that my actual seizures started from when I got a vaccine, flu shot 2.5 years ago or 3 years ago,
Damn.
whatever it was. And I had never had a seizure in my life, never had any problems. Or I guess it was 4 years ago now. And 3 days after that, I had a full grand mal seizure where I bit most of my tongue off.
Damn. They sew it
And-
back on?
Chickenpox vaccines now.
Yeah.
I
All
had
my kids had
chickenpox.
all my kids had that vaccine, so they've never experienced the chicken pox. And
What? I remember
Yeah,
we got
it's
you only get
crazy.
it once.
yeah.
No,
Well, once you get it, you have that virus forever.
Right.
I had it.
That's what turns into the
kid.
Yeah, you can have it multiple times, and that's what turns into what they call the shingles when you're an adult,
Wow.
which is pretty terrible.
Well, they
Hey,
say
Hard Target,
1
join
in
us like
3
that,
kids or 1 in 3 adults have shingles. I think that's bullshit. I know like one person that has shingles, and I know more than 3 people.
Yeah, that's
what I was
just
saying.
true. I know more than 3 people, and I only know one that has it.
I don't
Now,
even know anybody that has it.
you know, who knows? Like once, this is several years back. I developed this terrible blister and stuff on my side, and then it eventually went away. But that could have been the shingle virus, but my body was able to fight it off again. I sure as hell hope I don't get it when I'm older, because that's when it normally happens. As you get
Yeah,
older, your immune system drops down, and your body can't fight it back off.
Well,
This
that's what
sucks.
I'm sorry, brother. I just lagged really bad. My bad.
I was just saying, it sucks.
I was talking to one of my real good friends, the doctor, and I was talking to him the other day, and I was like, the human body is fucking amazing that we have a life expectancy of 70 years old, and we do nothing but feed our body shit daily.
McDonald's.
Like how crazy is that?
I know. You figure we just turn into a big turd like by the time we're 30.
I
Hey,
feel like a big turd.
hey, Rick, share the link so Hard Target will join us.
Does he chat?
Then
Make him.
who are we gonna have in the chat room? There's like 3 people.
There's like 58 people right now. What are you
Oh,
talking?
my bad. I can't see that.
You're
There's only
dyslexic.
There's only 3 people talking in the chat room.
But I saw something the other day, and I was actually here at the hospital, and I watched it, and the nurse was talking about it. In California, they just passed a law that if fruit is sprayed with Roundup, it has to be labeled as such. And Monsanto's or however you say it, they were so much against it that they tried to go to court and everything to make it so that they didn't have to label their fruits being sprayed by that stuff.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I tell you, if you really want to see
if your chemical's safe, why do you care about it being known if it's there or not? Because they know it's not fucking safe.
Toxic Hot Seat on HBO, that documentary.
Oh, dude, that's
Hot
scary.
Seat. See, that's messed up.
Toxic
Honestly?
hot seed.
Yeah, you should
Yes.
watch that, Rick. It has to do with
Watch
the
it.
fire retardants that they put in mattresses and couches and stuff,
Oh,
and how like they were funding fire departments to push that to different. It's a big. It's not a conspiracy. It's a big. I don't know what you call it. Conglomerate of greedy people.
Dude, I saw another show, if you ever get a chance. It's kind of liberal, which you got to take that for what it is. But if you ever get the opportunity, watch Farmageddon.
Farmageddon.
The
No,
series.
I'm saying it wrong.
Bobby, I want to
It's-
bump you out
Seed.
here if you don't get your shit together.
I deserve it.
Morphine
No, it's
addict.
farm something. I'll remember it. Hold on.
It might be Farmageddon.
I think it is Farmageddon actually, but you know which one I'm talking about when they show
Yeah.
how horrible the food processes stuff is. It's on Redbox.
It is Farmageddon,
Parvel,
actually.
Parvel,
It
what's
is.
the name of that movie?
Toxic Hot Seat.
It's awesome. They go into talking about how they were pushing it for the fire departments and stuff. And dude, I remember we used to spray that shit in movie theaters too on chairs to make them. Oh, I just got
But
yelled.
there is a documentary called Farmageddon.
Yeah, it's if you want to see where your food, well, you may not want to. It'll change your life, I promise you.
Oh, you know what? It's like the old book that came out. What the hell was that book name?
Uncle
Playboy?
Tom's Cabin.
Thomas Brothers?
No.
Hatchet.
Damn it, Bobby. It's your fault. I can't remember this book.
Sleeping on a burning couch can kill you too. That was a great comment. Sorry.
It was we had to read it when I was in school, but it was about
Mockingbird or whatever.
it was about the factories that made food and stuff like that, and how much rat and people and stuff was in your food.
No, dude, that's tame compared to this show, that movie Farmageddon or whatever. I think it is called Farmageddon, but it's on. Yeah, and it's on HBO or not HBO. You know, the damn
Netflix?
Netflix.
I don't
Watch
think it's on Netflix anymore. I looked for it.
It might be on Hulu. It's on Hulu for sure. I saw it on Hulu. I call it Hoo-Hoo. My wife gets so pissed off about that when I call it Hoo-Hoo. She's funny.
That sounds like a vagina.
Who's got more
Alright.
questions out there in the external? Something Bobby doesn't know anything about.
Fuck
Oh
off.
shit.
Concentrate versus non-concentrate orange juice. I say non-concentrate orange juice.
I don't know. But that Monsanto
It's just water,
stuff is
right?
scary, dude.
That's the only difference is water.
How did they get the water out of it?
How do they get the water out?
Evaporation.
Yeah, it evaporates, or you run it through a heating thing, or you wait for all the shit to float to, or sink to the bottom and then skim the top.
Separation.
You got to keep it separated. Damn it, Bobby.
Oh.
Keep it separated.
Okay. I just looked at the book
Great
I was
song.
talking about. The book I was talking about is The Jungle. All right. It apparently was written in 1906, but it was about it was taken as this is what's happening in the American food industry, the factory, the slaughterhouses, and all this stuff. And basically, he would say, you know, there was so much rat, there was so much this, there was so much that, and it actually created the FDA. That's how the impact that this book had. And it turns out that this dude like freaking lied about pretty much everything that he wrote in that novel.
There was
just to
someone was
spice it
telling
up.
me they lived down near the Tyson chicken farm in North Carolina, and from where they slaughter them to where they, or from where they raise them to where they slaughter them, like a half mile down the road, and they feed them something to make their feathers fall out on the ride down. So they'll feed them like, I don't know, like an hour before they get on the chicken trucks, and as they go down the road, all their feathers fall out, and then they come up with a street sweeper and sweep all their feathers up, and when they bring them off, they don't have any feathers on them. Who was telling me that?
That is absolutely not true. My granddad raised chickens for Tyson, Zebs, and all of those guys, and that's absolutely not true.
Here's a question. I don't know how many of you guys shoot IDPA. How do you get into IDPA, and is it fun? It's a lot of fun. Any of you guys shoot before I answer any of the questions?
I used to, but go for it.
No, give me your opinion, and then I'll add to it.
The IDPA is a lot better than the IPSC. A whole lot better than if you shoot IPSC. it is fun. The one thing about the IDPA is they have real world shots instead of, you know, or I guess real world scenarios.
Yeah, it's more defensive pistol. It's more real stuff you would see, you know, being in town or stuff. Or IPSC or USSPA or UPS, Jesus, USPSC. I fucking can't think right now. It's too late. Is more of just fun, fast race. But IDPA is fun because it's not real fast. It gives new shooters a chance to learn how to shoot while they're walking and moving. A lot of people don't or haven't shot moving or walking or running, and it's perfect for that. A lot of
months. Oh, sorry.
What's up, Bobby?
No, I thought you were done. Sorry.
All right, so I'm done. What do you want to say?
Oh, I was just gonna say two things. One, that reminds me of your son kicking your ass in the shoot, which was badass.
It was cool.
That's cool.
Thanks
And
for reminding me of that, Bobby.
And two,
He just got over that.
I bet you if I brought him to Farmageddon, he'd probably take out half the.
probably that's what I was gonna say. You're gonna bring it. You gonna bring him with you this year?
No.
That sucks. And then two, when we were at the last shoot, that was the number one thing. I was like, guys, why y'all stand still and they're shooting the plates? I can't stand that. I'm always moving. That's the one thing. But I've never shot IDPA. It always looks fun, but I always thought it was like this big rigmarole to get involved in everything. And
Your first time's free.
yeah, that's what they said. Pretty cheap.
It's definitely cool. I mean, if you have one nearby, just search your local town. You know, like there's one close to my house, and then there's one like 40 minutes away, 45 minutes away in Greenville, South Carolina. But the one I go to is non-sanctioned, so it's a lot more fun for people that haven't shot before. It's not as serious. Sometimes you get to some of these competitions.
That's what you're ready to add.
You get all anal about all the rules and shit.
Sanctioned and non-sanctioned events. Like you'll get like those people that, you know, like show up in their damn shooting jerseys like they're sponsored.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, come on. Like the same guys that, you know, go fishing in their damn sponsored Zebco jerseys. Like you're not a professional shooter, you know. We're just here to have fun.
Yeah, I think that's probably what turned me off from it. That all the, you know, you see it on TV and they have to have all this stuff and everything. But the dude that was actually Rick, you were the one that kind of inspired me to look it up more. And I called and the guy said, "Dude, you could actually show up here with no firearm, but we'd prefer you to bring something, you know." And he's like, "It's fun."
Well, that community is huge. I mean, they're willing to help you out. If you had like a shotgun, you know, or maybe you had an AR and a pistol, but you didn't have a shotgun, if you showed up, there's going to be people that'll help you. I mean, it's great people. They want more people. You know what I mean? They push to make I see 3-gun being huge. I mean, it's big right now, but I mean like big time where you're watching it on TV and live broadcasts on the web and all sorts of stuff. Just for the fact is it's probably one of the best shooting things you can do. For the fact is you're in 3 different types of weapons and everything's fast and accurate. You got to be accurate as well, and those guys kick ass. I mean, I wish I could be half as fast as those guys. I mean, they're freaking badass. So
yeah, my thing is does it take away from the fun when it becomes competitive though?
No, that's how you get like I have a really good buddy of mine in North Carolina, and he could have been, or he could be still one of the top shooters in probably the world, and he'll shoot competitively and come out winning first in his division and first overall. But he doesn't want where a company tells him, hey, you need to be in Georgia for this show, you know, on Friday, and he doesn't want to deal with all that shit. You know, he makes decent money. in his prior business, so he has money where he doesn't have to be running around doing stuff. But he has ammo sponsors and a couple other sponsors, but he doesn't. He does not want to have to deal with you need to be here, you need to be there, you got to be at SHOT Show and show everybody stuff and that kind of crap. He's like, nope. He's like, it's not any fun when you have to do it like that.
Oh, that's what I was just wondering, because it looked like to me, you know, when it becomes like forced on you, it takes away from it. Because for a while I was doing videos kind of just to do videos, and it was even that something that I really enjoy became work, and it was like, even though I enjoy it, you know, people always say find a hobby that you like and then make it work. Well, apparently I don't like making videos that much because but you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just like when we were at Farmageddon, it's not as fun when we were keeping track of everything. For me personally, it was more fun when we were just having fun and doing it. But that's just me.
Yeah, but see, you got a lot of people like me. I want to know what my time is, so
Right.
the next time I run it, I can figure out what and I'll answer your question in a second, Zeus. I'm not trying to beat the next guy. I'm trying to beat me. Like,
no, and I understand that. Yeah.
on the next run. Zeus wants to know a simple 3-gun run that we can practice. I would say if you got a shotgun and you have a box of clay pigeons, you got a pistol and a rifle, and let's just say you only had 25 yards. You can basically set up as many as you want, but the thing is set it up where you have a pistol section, a shotgun section, and a rifle section. So most of the times you can do the same thing, but start off with different stuff and maybe figure out what works best for you. A lot of people are not as good at a shotgun as they are with a pistol. More people shoot pistols, you know, and more people shoot rifles because they either grew up with them. So a lot of people, when they're like really good at a pistol or they're really good at an AR, they usually lack in the shotgun stuff, and that's what they have to work on more than anything to get more proficient at. But me, I prefer the shotgun just from doing a lot of shotgun stuff prior to my 3-gun jump. And I don't sit there and shoot 3-gun all the time. I'm brand new to it. You know, I've done it a few times, but it's just a lot of fun, and you can learn a lot. And man, watching videos, I love watching 3-gun videos, and I just go, how do they shoot that fast? Like, how can you get on target that fast? It's like, fuck. Like, even if I was half that fast, I would feel like I was good, you know?
That for me is exactly it, Rick. Because see, like, well, since I've been losing my eyesight, that sucks. But before losing my eyesight in my right eye, I used to bird hunt. That's all we did was bird hunt, bird hunt, bird hunt, bird hunt. And like now I can't see, but you know, the shotgun and the rifle come natural to me. But a pistol, I can do what I need to defend myself. But I suck with it. Like when you guys were doing those drills and stuff, I can hit the target. I'm pretty quick, but I am not like, you know what I mean? And that's why it for me was fun, because it made me work on a skill that I'm not good at. It was forcing me to do something.
When you're shooting a pistol, if you're aiming, you're doing it wrong. Like, if you're getting on target, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I just use
if it's a close target
blade on. Yeah, I just put the blade on the target and pull the trigger. But
and that's where I get pissed, because fast than trying to shoot slow. No, that doesn't sound right. If as long as stuff's within a certain distance, I'm looking at it, but
it's called point shooting.
But I'm just point shooting. But like when there's a target out there, like, you know, like 25 yards, maybe 20, 15-ish, that, you know, that way, I'm like, I got a jerk in my hand when I go, and it pisses me off, because I'll do fine if I'm racing, but if I sit there and just try to shoot, I'm trying to overcompensate for the barrel rise for the second shot.
Yeah, I overthink it.
And I'm overthinking it. Fucking pisses me off.
Exactly. Because when you brought your timer out and you were doing those drills, it really changed. I was like, holy crap! I didn't realize, like, it just comes natural, but you don't realize how, like, if you're just standing there trying to bullseye shoot, and then you go to doing that, you realize it's all natural. I don't know. It changed. It changed me a lot.
There's one guy that shoots every Thursday with us, and his name's WD, and he's probably I don't know, like in the 60s, right around there somewhere. And he shoots too accurate. And we try to tell him there's no difference in the score between this and that. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same time. You know, and I always try to get him to shoot faster. But it's crazy. You know, he's very keen on his accuracy. He wants accuracy. But he takes so long that if you just kind of brought them both together, he would have a better chance of, you know, because speed versus accuracy, there's a fine line to find in the middle.
Right.
But now the rules have changed in IDPA, so everything's one real seconds, not like half seconds. So the faster you go.
What does that mean? Because I've been like
doing tons of research. A target has a head on it. And then it has the center core right at the chest. And then, so it's basically 0 seconds added to your time, 1 second added to your time, or 3 seconds added to your time.
Oh.
And now on the head has a circle in it now. So the box is about that big. But if you don't hit it in that head circle, anything like, you know, along here is a second off. Your time. So when you go through, most of the time, everything you shoot is twice. So if you're running through real fast, like, that's the reason why my son kicked my ass, because he went slower and more accurate, and I ran through it like a, you know, and I wasn't even going crazy fast, but hey, Buck runs out there. I ran through it too fast, and I was getting, I scored more negative points than, you know, I was like, what the hell? I mean, I was way down at the bottom of the list. Where the people that slowed down and shot more accurately actually went faster because they didn't lose any. Now, if I could have done that and done a clean shoot, like the week before that, I got first place, or maybe 2 weeks before that, I was my perfect speed. Like, everything was perfect zeros. I didn't score, but I think I had 1+ second the whole night. So I shot really well that night. But then there's nights where I blew it.
So when they say hit or whatever, and then I thought,
no,
dude, I totally did not understand how that worked.
That's on steel targets. When you hear someone call out hit,
yeah,
that's either a flash from like some targets, like long distance stuff, like say 100-yard or whatever. There's 2 targets. There's the white one that you're shooting at, and then there's one hidden behind it. So as your bullet pushes this one up, that flashes orange to show it hit.
Oh.
So it goes like that. Or they're listening for the sound of it too. But that's different.
Buck, join us in chat.
Buck,
is Buck running up this late, or is he getting up this early?
I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Like,
he's probably getting up this early.
He's an old man. He probably had to wake up and pee real quick. So.
Yeah, I sent him some diapers, but he didn't accept them.
He's back. He's back at work.
Is he?
Excited. He'll be at Farmageddon, I believe.
He's a fucking awesome dude. If you ever get to meet him in person, I'm just saying.
Does he live out here on the East Coast, I guess?
Yeah.
He's
not far from you. I'm not gonna say the state, but I don't know if he wants that known or not.
I don't know the state.
Yeah, you do. I know you do. He's a super awesome guy, and his son is badass too. He's
got some cool guns,
and his son's got some cool toys. Just saying.
What kind of toys?
That's for me and him to find out.
You want to leak?
To find out the toys? What?
Just adult toys. Come on.
Adult toys. Come on, Bobby. I thought you gave that life up.
Damn it, Bobby!
I told you I only do that on Saturdays and Sundays.
That's strike 3. I'm gonna
on Sundays.
My wife just gave me this like rolled eyes look. Like, really?
Is she there with you in the hospital?
Oh, yeah, tomorrow's the first day back. Ohio.
Yeah.
Those hospitals suck to stay in.
Yeah, she sleeps in the couch thing, you know, the fold
Yeah,
out
the
bed.
couch thing that folds out. I hate those.
I'd make you sleep in that. That's the
Hell yeah. I would too.
Actually, I prefer to sleep in those, but the doctor gets mad when they come in. They're like,
Hey,
"Yeah,
hit the nurse button and request one more bed in there.
Yeah, ask for some Jello.
See what she'll say. Like, or it's a he. Let's see.
it's a he.
The
The head,
we can
the
get
head
out of
nurse
here.
is a he. Actually, the coolest bed that I've ever slept in is
Whoa, too much.
I got hurt.
alcohol.
I got really burned one time, and
Oh wow.
Jesus, Bobby.
How much of your body was burned?
I burned all 40. Well, it was 20 something percent. All the bottom of the back of my legs. I had kerosene get dumped on me, and it was ignited.
What the hell?
Yeah,
I
it came
burnt
out of
the
a
skin off
kerosene.
my nuts one time.
Yeah, well, you got shot in the nuts, didn't you?
No, my buddy got shot in the ass.
Oh, that's
But
right. That's right.
I had a thermos of hot coffee once, like the Stanley thermoses, and I had on basketball shorts. And I was sitting in the back. I was
Oh,
detailing cars, and I was sitting in the back
Sorry,
of
honey.
Suburban, and I unscrewed the lid off and put it between my legs, and I grabbed it by the handle, and I went to pour it, and when I did, the handle come loose, and I dumped it in my lap.
Hot
Oh,
dogs.
no.
Get
Hot
up,
dogs.
and I'm like,
Hot dog.
like pulling my pants down, and like it's sticking to me, and I look down, and like the skin was like blistered on my nuts.
Yeah, well, no, I had a
Oh,
guy.
no.
We had kerosene, the jet heater, you know, the one that sits on the floor and you fill it up with diesel or jet or whatever. You can use JP5 or that's actually what it was JP5.
Wait, you're on a fly line?
No, well, no, at the time we were working in the wreck, cleaning out the engines. You know, the turbine things, the little wipey things that spin up. I don't know what they're called, but anyways, I had a job that I just was. Anyways, the dude knocked over the heater while he was filling it up. He didn't turn it off. He knocked over the thing, caught the floor on fire, and I ran over there to throw a wet blanket over the top that we used for covering the sprayer. You know, the clean out the parts cleaner. We had a wet blanket that we used to lay over the top of that because it stunk really bad. So we would use a wet it's one of those military blankets, like a wool blanket, but it was soaking wet. Anyways, I grabbed that and I threw it over the top of the heater, put the fire out. Well, apparently when I did that, I didn't realize it, and I had kerosene all down my back, caught on fire, burned my legs, and all the back of my legs. I had 3rd degrees all over, you know. But they made me stay in one of those hospital beds that get blowed up by air, and it's got like little cushions in it, like little. I don't know how to explain it, but it was the coolest freaking thing. It was like sleeping on a balloon, basically, constantly. That was like it was made by Hill Rom. That bed,
It's terrible.
that was a really comfortable bed. Yeah, that job sucked. That was a dangerous ass job. And I didn't get any compensation for that neither.
Did you burn your nuts?
Were you a contractor?
No.
What's going on?
I was working as a subcontractor for a contractor.
A subcontractor.
Yep. And he was not legally. He didn't have the permits to have that job in the first place. So they basically screwed me. They were basically like, "Well, you aren't here legally."
Who was the contractor working for?
It was actually oh shit, it starts with a D. Hold on, I'll tell you in a minute.
Like one of the major airlines?
Yeah, it's one Boeing. Boeing, sorry. It was for Boeing here in Charleston. Yeah, I had a bad day, Rick. Kiss my hiney.
He's still on the morphine.
I was trying to help you out. I'm all Delta.
I'm sorry. I love you, Rick.
And you're all Boeing.
No,
I was all.
yeah, it was. He's a subcontractor. Yeah, but I was 19. No, I was
That's crazy.
23, 24. Yeah, I got scars all down my legs from it. It actually wasn't that big of a deal. That actually wasn't. But that bed was awesome, dude.
You're like a pain magnet in life.
Yeah.
I was scared to death to go to the doctor when I burnt my nuts because I know what they do when you burn they scrub them.
Yeah, they scrub you. That sucked the worst.
Oh god.
Oh my god, they would get this wet sponge thing, and it's like covered in.
All right, you're getting all the people all discombobulated and sad.
Sorry. You don't want that.
Now you got to tell me a happy story, Bobby.
Yeah, is there anything
Oh, I got
happy?
this hot meal nurse, and he's got a
Oh.
big schlong.
Hey, you know what, Bobby? Hit the button and get them to come in and just check your pan or something.
I told you I got diapers, man. I don't have to worry about that. I'm good.
You got a diaper on, really?
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. Here, you can. Here. Hear it?
What the hell happened? we lost our two. All right, so what
I
else
want
do
to
you
see
have?
snow for once in my damn life. How come it never snows in South Carolina?
It's snowing here.
It snowed on me in South Carolina on my way to freaking home the other day.
Yeah, you need to
Yeah, I saw
move,
that.
Bobby.
Damn
You
it,
need to
Bobby.
move.
Dude, we've been having 85-degree days, temperature-wise.
It's supposed to be the warmest summer we've ever or winter we've ever had.
Guys, rained like crazy up here.
Yeah, we got rain like mad a few weeks ago. All the ditches and lakes are full. It's a mess.
I got a building that we're trying to put up, and it's just been a nightmare.
Oh, I was going to ask how that was going, Prevo.
Yeah, we got the frame up and the floor in, and that's it. 7,200 square feet.
That's where you're going to be building your new gun parts?
No, this is our hazmat building.
Oh.
No, I wish I was.
I want to review one of those when you get them all built.
Oh, we will. We're. I'm still waiting on the videographer to get back with us. I don't know what's up with him. It's kind of weird. He's supposed to get back with us with a quote, and it's been like 2 weeks, and I don't know. But
I don't think you understood what you said there, Rick.
You heard me.
we're going to do like a pre-order thing where you can pre-order, and then we've talked about doing like you can order one for yourself, and then we'll give you half off on another one, and the other one we'll donate to a police department. So let's say if our pre-order is like $16, when you check out, you'll have the ability to buy another one for $8 that we donate to a police department.
Cool.
That is cool. Do you get to pick the police department?
I don't know how we're going to do that yet. I've talked to some departments, and apparently, like, each department is different as far as what their SOPs are about outside. Some are real lax, and others, you can't do anything to your weapon. So we'll just have to. What we'll probably do is just have where department's going to sign up and say how many they need, and then as it fills up, we'll send them out to them.
Very cool. Yeah, I can't wait for that to come out. I'm curious about it.
I'm pretty excited. Actually, today is the first time I went out and tested it. Actually live, like everything else has been simulated. I actually went out and tested it live today, and everything worked out real well.
That's perfect.
Nice.
Hey, if you guys in the external just start typing shit, doesn't make any sense, and that'll bring my comments thing way up. Just put like 1 enter, 2 enter, 3. I'm gonna get like 60,000 comments. I don't know if that works or not. I'm just kidding. You never know.
I just got yelled at, Rick. I blamed it on you. So.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I know. Actually, the head nurse just changed. So.
Oh, now we got a hot blondie coming in. Let's do it.
Yeah, what's he look like?
No, she's pretty cool, but she's kind of
a Brad Pitt type of guy.
You said she's a she?
She's a she. Yeah, she's cool.
It's a she or not?
It is a she, yes, as far as I know.
All right, well, hit the button. Let's go. Morphin,
all right, let's see it.
Tell her you need a pillow or something.
Candy striper cam. Let's go.
Yeah, turn that shit on.
Candy
Let's see.
striper.
Maybe your wife will turn the lights on so we can see some action.
Yeah.
My wife is
Buck
sleeping.
run.
I'm not waking my wife up.
You just talked to her a minute ago.
I know, but she's.
You said,
Buck
go back to
run.
bed. Damn it.
Is
Buck
Buck Run
Run,
gonna join us?
he's working on something that he's trying to get prototyped and all that stuff, so he's not going to tell you what it is yet.
Yeah, it's secret squirrel right now.
Yeah.
Dang.
But for
I just-
$17.99,
The last week I've started on the patent, doing the patent for it. So I've about got it done, the patent application.
Nice.
what's the part number for? Oh. No. I don't know. There you go. Zeus brought up some music. Dun, dun, dun. What time is it? It's 12:38. Shit, I gotta work tomorrow. Oh wait, I'm already working.
3:38.
3:38. Damn.
Ooh.
And my son gets up in like,
3 hours.
nah, he'll be up about 9.
Prevail stays up 24/7.
Oh, it's the weekend. No, it ain't. It's
Monday.
It's Monday.
Yeah, it's
Today I get to go
Monday.
home at 9 o'clock.
I got one more day. Oh, it just turned.
Y'all work 24s?
Yeah. Yeah, here's my. I'm just sitting in my office right now.
Y'all work 20. Y'all work 24, or do y'all? Yeah, I thought you did
The normal guys
15.
work 48.96s.
Oh, okay, that's what I was trying to say.
I work like I don't even know what it is. I'm not good at math. Let me see. I'll tell you what I work.
I don't know how you do that flying back and forth thing.
So are you like a battalion chief or a captain or
Italian chief?
what about you?
He's awesome, dude.
I was wondering why you wasn't racking out in the bunks.
Well, of course.
No, I got my own. I got a little fridge over here.
He's got his own little setup, dude. Look.
If you shut up, Bobby, you can see it. There's a little fridge. Here's my shooting trophies up top. Those helmets, those are for shotgun.
Oh, this crack in the
I
corner.
only got one white one. That's the first place one. What else? I got a TV over here. It's like the
You're
old man.
racist. You're so racist. It all has to only be white to be first place.
Well, that's what the trophy said. I didn't come up with this shit.
Those are some old leather helmets, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're cool.
So I work 192 hours straight.
Damn.
That's crazy.
I work. Or
Y'all do fire and
I have
EMS?
384 hours off.
Y'all do fire and EMS?
Yeah, fire and EMS.
But I guess you only have to run on.
I just
Fine,
run the
right.
bigger stuff, like, well, you know, big stuff.
Yeah.
Structures and stuff.
Yeah, structures or, you know, MCIs or
Right.
whatever. Or anything that sounds cool that I might want to go to.
That's cool. How does that work now with the private EMS? Do they still, when they get sent out, do they get tones out? Do the fire stations get tones as well, or is it just like it was back in the day?
Did they get tons of EMS?
Yeah, well, like if it's an EMS called in with the private EMS, do they get toned as well first, and then the station gets toned, or how does that work now?
We both get dispatched at the same time.
Same time? Yeah.
Yeah, our agency, well, probably all of California. We don't do like New York where, you know, they don't run the medical aids. Actually, North Carolina's kind of like that too. You know, the EMS division doesn't just run medical aids. We run all that with them. It's not separated.
Yeah,
And
because
they're the
South Carolina's switching
transporting
over
aid.
to it separating.
Like when you call 911, you're always going to get a fire engine. And you're always
Really?
and you're always going to get an ambulance.
Hmm.
And then most fire agencies have paramedics, So all we do is transfer care from us to the. We use AMR here, so AMR will transport them to the hospital.
Yeah, see, that's how it used to be set up here, but now it's gone to total private, where they get toned out and they'll go to the scene, and then if they want assistance, then the fire station will get toned, second set of tones, where we go.
Yeah.
Everything here is volunteer, but we have my wife, her family owns private ambulance service. That's where she works at.
Yeah, it's I remember it's been a while now, but when AMR, American Medical Response, showed up, they were like a huge company that came in and just took over the whole area. I was like, who the hell are these guys? Because it was mostly little like smaller ambulance companies owned by, people like your wife's family or whatever, and then they came in and just like took over everything, like kind of like a Walmart coming into town and just fucking shit up, like boom.
I think they have 15 units.
Yeah, it's a lot. See,
Several.
before they used to stay at the fire stations in the years past, and now
That's how it worked ours too.
Now they just hang out in little. Some of them have like little units inside of a strip mall where they'll just park or restock their stuff. But a lot of them are just out on the streets and they'll park, waiting for the next call. They might be sitting at Starbucks right now drinking a coffee, waiting for a call.
See, here they have 2 offices. They just run out of the offices.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how they did it here too. Now, Perville, they got like little buildings it's like a tiny little fire station basically, and they don't even have bays for their ambulances or anything.
But
it's like shopping malls and stuff.
Mostly what her family's company, they do a lot of transports because we don't have a level 1 medical center, so they transport out, and then they do 911 response for 1 town in the county. What they mostly
How do you not have a level 1 care facility in your
because I'm
county?
in the middle of damn nowhere.
Wow.
Our level 1 is 45 minutes away.
Do they fly a lot of stuff out?
Yeah, but we got real bad weather, so they, it's iffy if they can fly or not. But yeah, they fly a lot out.
I couldn't understand responding in the snow, like trying to go code in the snow.
A lot of the times they'll land on the 4 lane when they fly people out. They won't even transport the hospital. They'll sit down right on the road.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
well, I'm dragging balls. I think it's clear.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's everybody. We're gonna close her up. Time to go to bed. Hopefully, Buck around 11. You have about 1 hour and 5 minutes before you got to go wake up. So, hopefully, all is well.
I'm breaking the fuck out of here at 9 o'clock. So.
Right.
Whatever, Bobby.
I hope you get better, Bobby.
I'm actually fine. That's what sucks. I feel okay.
You'll be there.
Yeah, people that are really messed up think they're fine. Have you ever met a crazy person that says they're crazy? Nope.
No, dude. What happened was it was real fast. Like everybody was asking me earlier. Like, okay, it was Thursday. I said, Melanie. Melanie said you sounded horrible. I said, yeah, my stomach's hurting. All that stuff. Blah blah. And I said, I don't feel all that great. And the next thing I know, I had a seizure. So, they don't do anything. We don't even call the thing unless it's serious. And then she said, well, you've been throwing up for like 3 days. You feel better?
Who did that?
Anyways.
That was me.
That sounded like
that was me. Oh.
That was Bobby.
Anyways, long story short, I told her, I said, well, I realize I haven't ate anything in a couple of days. And Melanie said, well, let's go get your blood sugar checked. And then the next thing I know, that was a Saturday morning at like 9 o'clock. I had that doctor's appointment, and they said, you're going straight to the hospital. You need, and apparently I had a blockage of 4-inch blockage in where I just had that because I had 3 inches or 8 inches of my intestines cut out, and I had a blockage in that area. And so they were like, if you wouldn't have come in, you
All
probably
right,
wouldn't have
so
made it.
that's Bobby. All right, good job. Good outro, Bobby. All right.
Wow.
Anyways, that's what I'm saying. I don't feel sick. That's why I'm like, I don't feel. Everybody's like, how are you being there? I don't feel sick. This sucks.
All right, Bobby.
It's actually,
Stop it. All right. Parlous. Parfell. Outro.
Yeah. Pretty tired. Gonna go to sleep now.
All right, buddy.
after you shit, clean your pants.
Thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. The real Cobra Burnout. You want to say anything, buddy?
Boom.
Boom.
I knew it. Peace.
Come on, make the Cobra noise. Let's do the Cobra. Yeah, you saw that right there. That happened. That just happened
That
right
was
there.
pimp.
Live.
Hey, how do you make that? Is that your voice when you do that? Oh.
Of course it is. Come on now.
I figured you'd put in some gizmo gadgets, but thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. See you guys later.
No, you gotta slow down your
Thanks.
video when you do that, don't you?
It's on the pitch, Bobby. It's on the pitch.
Oh, no more show. Why don't you do that for me? And do it for me. Come on,
do it.
Cobra. Why don't you give me a peace out? So
Hold on, let me screen save it.
Peace out.
Oh, yeah, you suck.
that's it.
That's
All right. You guys take care. All right. We are stopping the broadcast. Thanks.